Alright guys, so today we're going to be changing the cooling fan on a Jeep Liberty, and this should be the same process for the 2002 to 2007 model. Alright, so we're going to start off by disconnecting this 3-prong connector here, and we've also got 2 bolts. There's one right there, that's a 10mm, and on this side underneath the hose there's another 10mm bolt. Take off this one. There's a 10mm bolt there, and we've also got one right here. You also want to remove this connector here, and you can see this one here is a 3-prong. There are some models that come with there are some models that come with a 2-prong connector. So when you order your replacement fan, just make sure you go with the same connector type. That way you don't have any issues. And with both those bolts removed and the electrical connector, this should pop right up. There we go. So it pops up and out. And there we go, the old fan. And then right next to it we have our new fan, and they're pretty much identical. The mounting spaces are identical. And we look at our connector, you can see we have a 3-prong connector. When you put the new fan in, you have these prongs on either side here. Those are actually going to be seated into the radiator. So if you can, see right there where the light is shining, there's a little hold down clip there, and there's one on this side as well. So that is what the cooling fan is going to sit into, and then the other holes should line up here at the top, and that is where they bolt down into those 10mm bolts. Alright guys, so we got the new fan in with little bottom clips hooked on. And I will say it's easier if you do these bottom clips first, and then these top ones just kind of line up with the holes. So we can go ahead and put those 10mm bolts in. And we'll tighten those down, it's just nice and snug. And that's it, we've got both the bolts in on each side. The wiring harness pigtail is hooked up, and that's it, we're done. Quick, easy hand tools. And there's the old piece of junk there that wasn't working. Alright, just some quick backstory. The reason we ended up changing the cooling fan is this Jeep Liberty here, it was overheating and actually had a couple issues wrong with it. The radiator had a leak in it originally, so we ended up changing out the radiator. Come to find out that the cooling fan wasn't working as well. So switched out the cooling fan, it kicks on no problem, and there's no more overheating. So the issue has been solved. We did buy this vehicle used, and it looks like the previous owner got a little excited, a little happy with some stop leak. Because when I flushed out the radiator, or flushed out the cooling system, there was clumps and clumps of just stop leak that were coming out of there. So that's how we initially found the leak in the radiator. It was right at the top, right at one of the fins where the plastic meets the metal. Had a nice little hairline crack, so it was a really slow leak. With that on top of the cooling fan not working, obviously was causing the vehicle to overheat after it would idle for a long period. Anything more than like 10 minutes it would start to overheat. And I see one of the other common issues with these are the relays. We checked the relays, there was no issue with those. Made sure I had power coming to the fan, which we did. We had power coming to the fan, that was good, but there was no, but the fan just wasn't kicking on. I even tried to send power straight to the fan, just 12 volts, 12 volt system straight to the fan, and it would still not kick on. So that's how we determined the fan was bad. So I said put the new fan in, and it kicks right on. So that issue is fixed. So if you guys have any questions about the Jeep cooling systems, feel free to ask. I will respond to my comments rather quickly, but hope this helps somebody out. Like I said, it's really quick, easy to do, simple hand tools can get this job done. I mean, we're talking one pigtail connector and then 2 10mm bolts. It's super quick, super easy. I promise most of you guys can handle this. If this helps you out, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks. You guys have a good day.